That's what I'm talking about, although usually I'm not talking about it on a Monday, but here we are. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, Arvanauts, to a unusually Monday during the day stream. This is not normal for me, although I wish it were. I really used to like it better when I had a Tuesday, Thursday teaching schedule, because automatic 4-day weekend. It was great. I loved it, and then I could, but anyway, that's not what we have now. I have a Monday, Thursday teaching schedule most of the time, but not today, because today is All Saints Day, the day after Halloween. And it is also a day that my university has off, so I am not teaching today, and I'm teaching instead tomorrow. Tomorrow is a Monday schedule for the one and only time it happens this semester, and so I can't be streaming tomorrow. And so instead, I'm streaming today with a very similar schedule to what I would normally have on a Tuesday, and I am going to be streaming this, Mask of the Betrayer, as we continue with Neverwinter Nights 2. Very excited to continue that with all of you. It is nice having a lot. Yeah, exactly. That's oh man, it's so much better. But it is what it is, Illness, right? Can't fight City Hall. In any case, I hope everyone's doing well and looking forward to some more Neverwinter Nights 2 today. I also have an announcement I want to make about something new that we are starting this November for the channel, and I want to talk about that also. But first of all, let me remind everybody about ways to support us here in the channel. If you haven't already done so, please consider following us on the channel. Please check out our YouTube with !ArvTube. We're trying to get people subscribed over there because it will definitely help if I can get up to 1,000 subscribers. That will allow me to do some things in terms of channel flexibility. So I'd appreciate it if people could jump over and sub over there. If you haven't already done so, please consider as well checking out our YouTube, I said already, our Discord channel, !ArvCord, where you can hang out with the Arvanauts in between streams. Twitter is !ArvTweets, where I will always post when I'm going live and about various other things germane to me and what I'm doing here online and elsewhere. And ! Arv tweets for that. And of course, the website for all of this is arvaneleron.com. On the financial side, !Arv Shop is our merchandise area. You can get stuff for Infinity and Beyond, Adventures in Middle Earth, soon to be Esper Genesis, all of which helps support the channel, so please consider doing that. ! Arv Treon is the Patreon, which lets us do a lot of things for the channel and lets me commission overlays and videos and all that kind of stuff. And all of that is super helpful and made possible by all of your lovely people's support. In addition to that, you can get cool stuff for yourself as well. A copy of one of my band's albums, an epic poem written about you, a character background written for you, a professional writing critique, various other things like that. Plus, of course, inspirations to help our players, and that is always appreciated. In fact, that just reminded me that I need to update inspirations and do the Patreon video. So I have to do those things too, since it is now November 1st. So I've got to make sure that I do that also. But anyway, so that is that, as I get rid of this thing here. Okay. Sorry, just making sure I make notes for myself so I don't forget. You can, yes, so again, the Patreon allows you to do stuff like that, and that's ! Arvtreon. And subscribing to the channel allows you as well to get inspirations to help the players, and also those custom sub badges and emotes and all that kind of good stuff. So that all really helps as well. If you subscribe to the channel, please do that. That makes a big difference for us here also. And on the publishing side, ! Icarus is my Icarus graphic novel from Athos Arts. Very excited about the future of that series. ! Library is my Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library, my 5e adventure and source book, available in print now, but to your friendly local game store. And it should have arrived to all Kickstarter backers just about by now, but it's going to be made available to the general public in print probably within 6 weeks or so, roughly speaking. In the meantime, you can still get it digitally as well through that digital link if you put in ! Library. And ! Greyshade KS is the Greyshade Kickstarter, which allows you to support us by checking out our new Greyshade Kickstarter. Very excited for that. More details about that coming soon. And yeah, I can't wait to follow up on those with more stuff that we're going to be getting soon. So it's going to be, there is no... I'm just making sure that the I's are dotted and T's are crossed. I'm not trying to be coy about it. We have a lot of the elements in place, but there's one particular element that I need to get in place before we launch. And once that's done, we're going to launch it, and it's going to be great. And I can't wait for it, but it's a big deal for me and a big deal for that particular property. And so I have to make sure that I do it the right way. So Greyshade Chaos for details about that. And as always, BLM, Black Lives Matter, very important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. And and !Help Now, which is the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Very important to reach out to others when they need help and to reach out to others when you need help as well. Now, as far as today's schedule is concerned, we are going to be on today until a little bit later, which is why I'm starting later. We're going to be on today until 4 p.m., roughly, maybe 4:15 p.m. or so. And then I'm going to be going live over on GOGCom's Twitch channel at 5 instead of 4 p.m. I'll be going live over there at 5 p.m. Eastern, and I will run from 5 to 8 today. And that is to accommodate the Europeans having daylight savings end sensibly, as usual, a week earlier than us. We shouldn't have daylight savings at all, but in any case, they're going to be ending earlier than we are. So next week on Sunday, we here in the States are going to lose our daylight savings as well. We will get an hour back, and at that point, we'll all be back in sync again. So next week, everything will be back in sync. So today, thanks to the wonderful Ash Said Hi, who is one of my fellow GOG streamers and is a wonderful retro streamer, I was able to switch with her. So she's going to be streaming tomorrow. I am streaming today. So thank you again to Ash Said Hi for making that switch. I appreciate it very much. So I'm going to be over there from 5 to 8 p.m. Eastern today playing some more Solasta Crown of the Magister. And this is going to be important because, as I just realized, I brought this up a bunch of times, but I realized that this is the first time that I had a chance to do this. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to make sure that I post down that I'm tweeting. I got to make sure I tweet about this because this is going to be my 300th episode of Pen and Pixels, which is hard to believe. It's kind of amazing, actually, for me that I've been doing it. 300th episode. Again, another note that I'm writing for myself. Pen and Pixels. Okay. So I will make sure that I do that as soon as I get done with today. So it's my 300th episode, and it's hard to believe that you can do anything for 300 times, but you can. It is possible to do it, and I am very grateful that people have been willing to be along with me on this ride. I remember very well when I first announced it, actually, on the channel, and I remember the first game I played there, which was, of course, Star Trek 25th Anniversary. I remember that was the first game that I streamed over there, and it's been a really wonderful experience. A lot of people on GOGCom. First of all, I've become friends with a lot of my fellow streamers over there, and secondly, I've become, I've really enjoyed having a chance to focus on story and narrative, and it's given me a chance to do games that I don't do as much on here necessarily, or sometimes have some crossover on occasion between both channels. And of course, I've also been able to get wonderful games thanks to the generosity of GOGCom. They've also been sponsors of ARVCon for many years, and so yeah, just a lot of really good stuff coming out of GOGCom, and I'm really glad that I had the opportunity to do it. So that's happening today, and then we will be off tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, and I will be back on Friday to launch November. And for this, I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to turn on that. Hello, everybody. What's going on? I just realized that it's awfully bright in here. Well, I guess that's okay. I guess you can see me. You can all see me, right? You can all see me. I'm not too bright. The halo has not arrived. What's going on, everybody? It's good to see you all. I hope everyone is doing well. Let me shift that a little bit there. Yeah, welcome. It's a beautiful, bright day today. Nothing at all like the Halloween weather that we had yesterday. But I did want to make a couple of announcements here quickly about schedule because I have finished my November schedule. Again, it is very tentative, so I warn you all, whenever I do one of these, I always want to be very careful that we're not overestimating a little bit in terms of like, that everything is sort of locked in stone. It's not. It usually takes, in my experience, about a week before we can be 100% sure that everything is set and ready to go. So I don't want you to assume that everything is set in place when it might not be. But this is basically the schedule that we've got. And I'm going to pull up my calendar here. And I'm going to be looking over on the left-hand screen for this. So when I'm looking over here, it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's because I'm looking over here to see my calendar. So today, as I said, we do Neverwinter Nights 2 Complete and then Solasta Crown of the Magister over on GOGCom. Then on Tuesday, you notice tomorrow I have listed that I am not teaching tomorrow, that I am teaching tomorrow, so I'm not streaming tomorrow either here or on Pen and Pixels. So we're off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday and Saturday, we will have 2 more Neverwinter Nights 2 Complete streams. And I like having an opportunity sometimes to do these in a row because it really gives me a chance to get some forward momentum. And we made some excellent progress on Neverwinter Nights 2 Mask of the Betrayer. I'd love to get it finished before the end of the year because I'd love to move into Metroid Dread. Yes, please. I really want. I'm jonesing to play that game, so I'm looking forward to finishing Mask of the Betrayer. Plus, I'm having a great time with Mask of the Betrayer, so there's that. So there's Friday and Saturday. Then we'll be off Sunday, Monday. Tuesday the 9th. Next week, we get back to our normal schedule of Tuesday, Friday, Saturday instead of Monday. So next Tuesday, we've got on the 9th, we have Phantoms of Fear, gamebook illustration stream with Terry. That is up in the air because Terry Tunes that she announced is moving. So Terry is going to be kind of up in the air a little bit in terms of streams and so forth during the month of November as she completes her move. I certainly know that feel from having gone through that myself earlier this year. So that's up in the air. It's tentative. If not, then we'll probably do some more Neverwinter Nights too. And then 4 p.m. next week, I will be back at my normal time, 4 p.m. Tuesday, on Pen and Pixels. And for my 301st episode, I'm going to be interviewing Emil Zhang from Tactical Adventures. Those are the makers of Solasta. So if you are interested, if you've been watching my Solasta Crown of the Magister playthrough, or if you played it yourself and you're like, I'd like to know more about this, I'm very happy to be able to say that I'm going to be interviewing one of the Tactical Adventures devs. I wanted to get one of them on to talk a little bit about this game because I've liked it so much. And thanks to the powers that be at GOG, that is what's going to happen. So I'm going to be interviewing them next week on GOG.com. Then Wednesday the 10th, we return to Community D&D with some more Dragon of Icespire Peak. That'll be Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern with Shadowed Mage and the Shadow Crew. Friday the 12th, we currently have Esper Genesis booked, which should be a good time. We've been sort of a little bit more up in the air with that over the last couple of months as we've had some shifting schedules and so on, but we should be starting to get locked down again more in November, so that will be awesome. That'll be on Friday the 12th. And then Saturday the 13th, we have tentatively scheduled D&D with Infinity and Beyond and Eberron coming at you. So Eberron is going to be back at us, Oracle of War, Voice in the Machine, as they've gotten to a very serious part of that second part of this epic adventure. So that's with the Infinity and Beyond crew. That's Saturday the 13th. Tentatively on Sunday the 14th, we have scheduled the Speculate Twitch joint event of Blades in the Dark with the Strange Friends. That is, however, very tentative at the moment. You got to see 4 out of 5 of those participants. And technically, because Yoi Gawain Lin was able to help Brandon O'Brien, it means that they got all of those things together. So they actually were really doing a bunch of things. They were all there in one way or the other during our Shiver TTRPG last night, which was a lot of fun. But they're going to be back on Sunday the 14th in their normal spot. Again, very tentative, still very up in the air, but that's what we have planned at the moment for 7 p.m. Eastern with more Blades in the Dark, Case of the Cindered Seal. Then on Monday, we have our first event, and this is one that I've been excited to announce for a while. And that event is as follows. That event is as follows. We are going to be we're going to be hosting a new charity event on this channel, which is going to be running over the next few months. And it is the brainchild of 2 people who I happen to like very much. One of them is Brandon Crilly, who is a teacher in Canada and also an author, and has been part of the CanCon planning committee. I'm a big fan of CanCon, and plays D&D with Marie Bilodeau and Derek Kunskin and a bunch of other people that I know up there. Brandon's good people, and I've known Brandon for a long time. And Brandon approached me, I want to say a couple of months ago, maybe 3 months ago, with an idea that he and my other good friend from this, Mike Underwood, who all of you should know, is doing something called Bag of Giving. And I'm going to read actually directly from them. Bag of Giving is, as I click on the About page, you ever sit back and think, I really want to play more games, and with this person and that person at least once, if I only had the time. We do that too, and then we stopped moaning, started planning, and then decided to see how many of our creative friends wanted to join in. Turns out a lot of them. Bag of Giving came together with 2 specific goals in mind: bring together our fellow creatives to have some fun and put a little good out into the world. On the having fun side, we can't believe how many people responded with an excited, yes please, let's do this, and without them we wouldn't have a program. Plus, we wanted to showcase games that deserve some more love, including new releases and indies, and then they have a players page and schedule. I'll talk more about that in a minute to see who's involved and what we'll be up to. On the doing good side, playing games is a blast, but we wanted to do more, so we're going to spotlight some charities and causes that are important to us and our players. If you head over to our giveaways page, you'll find instructions on how to donate to one of our selected charities and a list of the prizes you could win. Some pretty cool stuff there. You should really go and take a look, and more to come. We hope you enjoy the games we have planned and take the time to signal signal boost not just us, but our generous players and deserving charities. Thanks in advance for joining us, and to everyone who takes the time to donate, Brandon and Mike. Now, the players that they have assembled for this charity event, not event, but series of events, are no joke. Marie Brennan, Nathan Burgoyne, Carrie Byrne, Mike Chen, C.L. Clark, Kate Dollarhide, Sarah Galley. Let me see. Sarah Gailey. I knew that. I know Sarah Gailey. Sarah Gailey, James Gates, Kate Hartfield, Derek Kunskin, I've already previously mentioned, Brent Lambert, Darcy Little Badger, Premio Mohammed, Brandon O'Brien, prominently known to people on this channel, Susan Palumbo, Dave Ring, Dongwon Song, also prominently known to people here, Arlie Sorg, Sienna Tristan, Gregory A. Wilson, that guy. They let anybody in this thing. Alyssa Wong, Irene Zhang, a lot of good players playing a lot of super, super cool games. And we are going to be the host for Bag of Giving's live streams, at least at the beginning. Now, later on, there is a possibility they may want to build their own sort of Twitch channel and start doing things on their own without us. And that's, if they do that, that's totally cool. I'm down with that. But we are honored to be able to host that. It's very much in line with what we do here with ArvCon. We've done more and more charity events over the years. ArvCon, obviously, which is our flagship charity event, but we've also done stuff to support the JDRF. We've done JulyCon to benefit the Octavia E. Butler Memorial Scholarship. We've done stuff here to benefit not just Soundclash the Clampdown, but to benefit individuals on these channels, including Brandon O'Brien and many other people like that. So we've done a lot of charity stuff, and we're increasing that. And so Bag of Giving is a way to do that. And our first game is going to be Tuesday, Monday, November 15th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern with a game called Fall of Magic. And it is going to feature people that we've already mentioned, Sarah Gailey, and it's going to feature Gillian, it's going to feature Brandon Crilly, and it's going to be Dave Ring is going to be GMing it, and that's going to be happening on Monday, Monday the 15th at 6:30 p.m. Brandon O'Brien is actually going to be running production for that, so I'm very grateful to Brandon because I will actually literally have just concluded my class on Monday. I will literally have just finished teaching Monday, because normally I teach on Monday, at 6:30 p.m. So since I have a good distance to drive home, there's no way that I could actually run production. So I am going to instead pop it on audio on my phone on the way home, and I'm going to be listening as I drive as you are regaled with this. So we've got Bag of Giving. I'm going to be talking to Shadowed Mage about putting together an actual Arcanus bot command. And Bag of Giving, I should mention, is going to be featuring, let me pop this up just for one moment here. Bag of Giving is going to be featuring, I wanted to make sure I know what it's actually supporting because they support different charities. This first event is going to be benefiting Collective Action for Safe Spaces. Collective Action for Safe Spaces, if you take a look at their charity, Collective Action is a Black, trans, queer, and non-binary led organization that uses public education, cultural organizing, coalition building, and advocacy to build community safety. CASS cultivates the greater DC community's capacity to respond directly to patriarchal and state violence through transformative justice and abolitionist frameworks. So we're going to be benefiting Collective Action for Safe Spaces with that Bag of Giving. That's going to be happening on, as I say, Monday the 15th. But they have lots of other ones as well that they support. On Sunday the 9th, we're going to have a session of Nightfall, which is going to be supporting the Reach Out Response Network, which is basically to benefit. It's essentially a mental health crisis response system that is community driven and community based. And so this is basically what the Reach Out Response Network is doing to create ways to support others within the Toronto area and many things of this nature. So these are all charitable endeavors. They're things that I agree with. They're things that I try to, process as part of the way that our channel does stuff. So I'm very excited to be able to announce that we're going to be the host for them. I'm honored to do so and to provide them that space. And so that's going to be happening on Monday, November 15th, as I said, at 6:30 p.m. then Eastern. Then Tuesday, we've got, again, Adventures of Middle-earth is going to be making its return at that time for the month of November at noon. And then more Celasta Crown of the Magister over on GogCom's Twitch channel at 4. And then that night at 9 p.m. Eastern, we've got the Arvocalists making their return to their voiceover shenanigans. Friday the 19th, we will continue our Metroid Prime playthrough, which we do every other month. Saturday the 20th, more Neverwinter Nights 2 Complete, Mask of the Betrayer. At that point, we might be coming close to the end of that game, I think. Then off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, more Adventures in Middle-earth. Tuesday at 4 p.m. will be over on GogCom for Pen and Pixels and more D&D with GOG Ghosts of Saltmarsh happening on Tuesday the 23rd. Wednesday the 24th, we have more Community D&D with the Shadow Crew on Wednesday night. Friday the 26th, the day after Thanksgiving in the States, we've got some Esper Genesis coming at you. And then Saturday the 27th, we have some more Eberron, D&D with INB Eberron coming at you. Sunday the 28th, we have Sound Clash the Clampdown returning after a couple of months hiatus with a new player in tow. Very excited to bring that new player on board. Again, very tentative. We're not sure that it's happening the 28th, but it will definitely happen in November. It's just we're not sure if it's the 21st or the 28th. Still to be determined. And then Tuesday the 30th, we have the Patreon-fueled Chat Chosen Game of the Month. And over on Pen and Pixels, we wrap up the month of November for us anyway with Talisman Adventures, sponsored by Pegasus Spiele. So it is a busy month ahead, and I'm excited for it, and especially excited for that bag of giving thing, just because I think it's just another, increasing focus of ours is to be able to do charity work like this. And I never want to become, hello, let's zoom in here, please. Zoom in on my ring. Do it. Okay. Now zoom in on me. Good. Sometimes my camera does not like it when it's bright in here and we're dealing with this. But I never want to make the charity stuff that we do here oppressive. What I don't want to have happen is I don't want this channel to become a constantly begging you for money thing. Obviously, I have my own projects that I have drawn upon the strength of this community to support in the past. I talk about the Patreon here. We have the Speculate Patreon. There's lots and lots and lots of things that are valuable and that have valuable sort of are worth your support and time and attention and resources. But I never want to be one of those places where you're like constantly, oh my God, every 3 seconds it's asking for charity. So I don't want to do that. But I do want to have a focus on community, which has obviously been a watchword of this channel from the beginning. And I also want, as we do that, as we have that watchword of community, I want to be able to give people options and opportunities for charities that are in the same orbit of things that I generally support, that are in line with my values and with the values of this channel, and to be able to provide those values a way of expression in various ways. And so, if you're not so much down with, the collective safe space thing, and you prefer more to do something relating to the mental health outreach, then that's fine. You don't have to contribute. You're never obligated to contribute to anything. You don't have to contribute to one thing, to all things. But many of you may want to do some of that, and many of you would at least like to be able to spread the word and let people know. So anything we can do that builds community and focuses on others and not just ourselves, I think that's something that we need more of today than perhaps at any other time. And so that's what we're doing, and I'm honored to be a part of it. And I want to thank both Brandon. I want to thank Brandon Crilly, and I want to thank Mike Underwood for asking me to have this space be a host for it. As I say, I'm honored to do it, and that's the deal. So that's enough talking about charity and other stuff coming up. But as you know, the first stream of the month, I always like to go over what we've got planned coming up for the month to come, and now y'all know about it. So with all that said, please spread the word about our stream today. Let people know about it, and let's without further ado, head over and play some Neverwinter Nights 2 Mask of the Betrayer, shall we? Hope everyone had a good Halloween yesterday and that you had a comfortable and safe one. And I hope some of you managed to catch that reading last night of Edgar Allan Poe. If not, the stuff is posted on my YouTube channel, and it will go up tonight live. It's supposed to wait 24 hours after you post it on Twitter. After you go live on Twitch, you have to wait 24 hours before you then post it. So I have always kept to that for years. I've done that. And so it will be up there tonight, right around, I think, 9:30 or 9:45, which is when I went live with that reading. So that'll happen. Shiver also will be up earlier than that, and I have scheduled that to go posted on my YouTube as well. In the meantime, you can always check the Twitch VODs for details about that too. Windowless dorm thing with Buffett's business partner. No, I don't. I have not the faintest idea what that's about. What is that of which you speak, Helness? I am not familiar. I know nothing about it. I did find out today that Porcupine Tree is releasing a new album next year, so that's freaking awesome. I learned that on my Discord today. All right, time to speak to a dead god. All right, that's the shadow portal. Okay, we gotta wait here for a few hours. They will use window display. Oh, you know what? I actually did see the building, but I didn't know that's what it was referring to. They were talking about it being like a prison. So that's literally what it's like, is no windows? Why are they not including windows? Because of expense? Let's see. Okay, I need to... Okay.
Yes.
Is it
Yes.
you who does this? Yes, haste.
Light. Light. Light.
Valid target. The lead architect has quit over it. Quote from, say, artificial windows to encourage students to spend more time in common area. Oh, God. Would they just stop? I swear to God, they get these delusions of grandeur. Just knock it off. Just put in windows. Good God, why wouldn't you put in windows? It's like the most obvious thing in the world. Encourage them to spend time in common areas. What if they don't want to spend time in common areas? What if they're introverted? Or what if they having a bad day? And then they go home and have a nice pleasant view, but no, instead they have to have window displays. Really? Man, that's ridiculous. Okay. Speak to the Keeper of Doors. Yes. Ah, that's crazy. I wish I could say that I was surprised, but I'm really not. Happy Monday, Triffid. Well, right, because they're trying to, because the theory would be they're trying to build community. But see, you know what this is? Let me just remind everybody here for a minute. Good to see you, Triffid. Right, exactly. The common areas will have amenities. But here's the other, that's true, but here's the other thing. What does this feel like to you? Well, we'll do this so we can encourage people to gather together. There's no reason for them to be in separate places or separate rooms. We should have more open spaces, open wall designs, open areas. Does that remind you of a certain corporate trend of the last decade up until the pandemic, where it was all about make sure that we don't have offices for people and instead they just have desks next to each other? Freaking nightmare. It's the same playbook. They all read the same kind of magazines and they do all the same stuff. And I have nothing in particular against Warren Buffett, you know, who for a billionaire is probably one of the better ones. But I'm with Anand Giridas about this. Most billionaires, including Warren Buffett, the problem is that they're billionaires. We should not have billionaires. Having billionaires in society creates these problems in a lot of ways. I mean, but they're implemented horribly, and there's very little way, in my mind, to make an open floor plan that works. You need to have spaces to which people can retreat, right? I understand the principle is, well, you don't want people to just sort of go into their own isolated fiefdoms. But the reality is that they feel more comfortable gathering with each other when they have places to which they can go. An open floor plan would be an absolute non-starter in a university setting. I need to be able to have an office to which I can go to have my door closed if a student is going through something serious. Most of the time, you leave your office door open when you're meeting with a student for various reasons. But even so, having a thing with walls and a door is necessary. It's important to be able to provide people the sense of safety to be able to express themselves. So it's just, even if it's possible to implement it not horribly, like, why even go that far when most of the time it's not going to be a positive? It's not going to be something that can be implemented well. It's like people who say everyone always misunderstands Nietzsche, and you're always like, yeah, they always misunderstand him, and the result is always the Third Reich. You know, like, you misunderstand him, and you always end up with freaking Nazis. Wait a minute. Oh. Okay, this is my bad. Where the heck is that other thing, then? Oh, that's the room of doors. Okay, I was like, wait, what? So I didn't actually even have to wait for dusk. You know what, then? I'm going to do something which may seem irritating, but... Oh, I can't. Ah. Wait, maybe I can. Yeah. The spirit energy is so important in this game that I'm not going to lose it, because I forgot that I can go into the Veil without having to wait for dusk. And you can do it straight out of the theater. So I'm going to go there and thereby not lose my spirit energy. Oh, it's his partner who's doing it. Okay. That's cool. That's good to know. It's just, it's just yet again another example of something where you're like, come on, man. Like, just always the same way. There we go. Yeah. Right, yeah, absolutely, Triffid. And sometimes, you know, I can sort of do both depending, but there are a lot of times where you just need quiet and peace. You know, if you've had a long day or whatever, you need a moment where you can chill, and not providing people that space creates all kinds of problems in the long term. So it's just like, come on, man. All right, Keeper of Doors. I need you to open up the academy for me. State your command. Tell me where these doors lead. Incineration of all objects. Elemental plane of fire. Okay, fourth door, I'm guessing. The Academy of Shapers and Binders in Thay. That path was shut by the Red Wizard Nephris when she last departed the Room of Doors. Nephris? That would mean that my mother really is the Red Wizard who's been visiting Leanna. I suppose that shouldn't surprise me. Just a consulting architect. Okay. I mean, still. Like, yeah. To me, it's more just the concept that that's somehow a good idea, you know? Just kind of like, come on. Shall I break the seals she set in place? Yes, break the seals. The golem is silent for a long moment, its face impassive. You begin to wonder if it has gone dormant once again, but then... The seals are withdrawn. The way is open. Alright. Here we go, people. Time to go... to Thay. Here we go. Never been to Thay myself, other than when I ran it for my D&D party. here we are. Passage to Thay. You've passed through the Ennis portal and arrived at the Thay Mount, a series of volcanic peaks where the Red Wizards maintain many of their academies and private fortresses. Now you must gain entrance to the Academy of Shapers and Binders by whatever means necessary. Yeah, that's certainly not ominous at all. Okay, let's get haste on everybody. Let's get Bear's Endurance on... And let's enlarge person on.
I am listening.
Okay. Here we are, the land of Thay. Oh, they have the room design? Alright, hold on a second. Arvin Thay. Yeah, I mean, it's just, it looks like... No. I mean, just hard no. No. I mean, yeah, it's definitely going to encourage students not to spend any time there. If their goal is to get you out of that room, hell yeah. Wouldn't want to spend time there. Man. Well, like I say, I mean, I know that they've had a lot of pushback on it, so hopefully that will make them think about it. But, like, that's a big fat no. What have we got? Okay, I can't go there. All right. Three. Oh my gosh. The elite guard is not going to do particularly well in the current circumstances. Elite this. Yeah, I would encourage them to find housing off campus, which does literally the opposite of what you would want them to be getting, right? Literally the opposite. Like, you want them to learn about connecting with each other, and instead you give them this. And a lot of them just don't think about stuff like that. They're just kind of like, oh, yeah, it's not even like, man, whoa, you can talk to these? Can you hear that, chat? It just goes, that's what it does. That's funny. Hi there. Flame. Whoa! What the hell is that? Oh, it's a wyvern. Or a wyvern, as I learned it now is. Wow, we ripped the wyvern to freaking shreds. God, he is doing so much damage. What's up, Effect Life? Hey, thank you for sending me this stuff on Discord. I will respond to it as soon as I can. Just the last couple of days have been a little bit crazy, but I will respond to it now that I have the information, and I will get you the info you need, hopefully tonight. So, my apologies. It's been, like I say, I've been awfully busy. I feel like I really have not done much with these as I hoped to. Oh, yeah? Yeah, mine does have that. We have a, I have a Lenovo ThinkPad, which I like, actually, a lot. I like it quite a bit. I am a fan of the Lenovo. Oh, that's why they were mad, because I was hanging out near their nests. Well, listen, I didn't know. But now that I'm here, let me see if there's anything I can... Can I take anything from these wyverns? I guess not. That's kind of unfortunate. Whoa. Oh, we got our Baylor!
Yes. This one then.
Oh, good times, good times. Yeah. The ThinkPad that I have, I actually really have done a lot of writing on my ThinkPad, and I actually really like the keyboard. But it used to be... Whoa. Hello, hello, hello. Look, dude, I'm better than you. Hey! Open this door. Close the door on me. Of course, if we're trying to find out stuff from the mom, you know, it might be nice not to begin with just trying to kill everything that moves, but I guess it's too late for that. Trying to close their gates. Oh, yeah?
I cannot carry this.
Yeah,
weight and
my
still
my wife
move.
is an HP. I like HP printers. I'm not wild about HP computers, to be honest with you. My experience, they're not so hot. Halberd +5 is nice, but not nice enough.
Gather behind me. I
Yes?
shall lead.
Adamantine full plate is awfully nice. What do you
Yes.
have? Half plate +4? How about full plate? Only problem with that is I need you to be able to cast spells. 45% failure is not great. It's the only problem
Yes.
with that. Okay. Nice. I can see everything here. Okay, good. I was like, okay. Save it there. Come over here. Pick this up. Man, just the numbers at this point, when you get to levels this high, you're just like, 450 gold. Like, their early campaign, 450 gold for a level 1 would be a king's ransom. In fact, for most normal people in a D&D environment, it would be like that. But I'm not familiar with MSI laptops, Effect Life. How are those? I mean, I know MSI is like motherboards and stuff like that, but sign bears the name and coat of arms of the Academy of Shapers and Binders. Across the bottom is its motto, nothing is immutable. Apparently your guards aren't very useful for any kind of thing you'd like to defend. Alright. Let us in. Whoa! Oh boy. Why Why is it... What? Why do we have dead bodies right through
Sophia,
here?
thank the heavens I spotted you first. You might have been killed.
Master Jaffe, I was worried
yeah?
that you might have... I mean, I was told that my mother...
I'm afraid so, my dear. I'm so sorry. If there was anything I could have done for her, I'd have done it. Nephris was a friend. But there was no stopping Ahriman once he'd gained momentum.
Oh,
I'm
man.
sure she dragged some of Ahriman's pawns screaming to their deaths as she made her stand. I know you did your best, and I'm glad you did not share my mother's fate.
He's looking for you, you know. He's told the surviving masters to keep an eye out for you and your friends here. I'm not sure where he is now. Word is he's trying to find a way to kill the founder, but that may prove difficult.
Why is that?
The fact is, no one's ever seen her before. The popular belief is that she lived most of her life in a private sanctum beneath the Academy, but who knows how that got started. The Academy was founded hundreds of years ago. Now, I don't teach numerology, but unless I miscalculate, I would say Ahriman is, a few hundred years too late.
Maybe his preoccupation will buy us some time.
Unfortunately, even though he might be busy, you have the rest of the Academy to worry about. He has told faculty to avoid confrontation, but to everyone else, you're intruders here. And given your blood ties to the old regime, Sophia dear, I don't think threatening detention will have the impact it used to. Many here will be after your job.
Perhaps there are still some left who might aid us in making Ahriman's tenure a short one. He didn't kill all the masters of the Academy, did he?
Not all. Just those who resisted Ahriman, or who he thought might resist. Master Porisset is working in his lab right now, and Master Inaris is teaching class. They may be willing to help you. I would avoid the others if possible, my dear. They partook in your mother's fate. Oh, which reminds me, I have something for you, Sophia. Nephris would have meant to pass it to you, and I couldn't bear to see it confiscated by Ahriman. Here, take it. I must return to my classroom before I am missed. You'll find me there if I can be of any further help.
See, Chet? This is what happens when academics fight. When academics battle, this is what you end up with. Created by ancient Emissary artificers, bracelets such as these hid extraordinary powers underneath their simple copper exteriors. In addition to protecting their user from harm with all the benefits of heavy armor and none of the drawbacks, they let them focus and collect their arcane energy more efficiently. AC bonus +6. Bonus spell slot level 8 was level 8, resistance magical 5. All of that sounds awesome to me. All right, well then obviously we go with that. Hell yes. Yes, please. And an extra level 8 spell. Let's see. Nice. Bracers of armor +6. What are yours here? +4 immunity to level ability drain. Yeah, that's better.
Me, I shall lead.
Ah, darn it.
Follow me and quickly.
Yeah, Dex +4. I can't get rid of that. Oh well.
Yes.
Actually, what I might do
Yes.
is I might keep this with me just in case. I could see environments where this might be useful. Okay. All right, so Ahriman is taking control of the Academy, and we still need to find out how she planned to contact Merkul, so you need to make your way to Nephris Tower. All right. This is Master Jolly's classroom. Anything else? Sophia, I don't know how much more of this my poor nerves can take, dear. You should leave here as soon as you are able. I need to find out what Nephris was up to before she died. Where should I start? I should think her tower would be the place, although it'll be in bad shape. It was where she met her end, and I'm sure Ahriman will have gone through her possessions looking for information about the founder. If anyone had knowledge of her, it would have been Nephris. Well, maybe you'll get lucky. You wouldn't be interested in the same knowledge after all. Where is Ahriman? I couldn't be sure. I would expect him to be looking for the founder, but then again he could be looking for you as well. The Academy is a large place, and even larger to those who know its secrets. If you're extremely fortunate, your paths may never cross, but you'd be wise to keep a low profile just the same. I was thinking the opposite. I want a high profile and sort of deal with this dude. Who's safe to talk to? Perhaps no one. If you were to seek help, you might have the best chances with Masters Porisset or Inaris. They had no hand in that awful business with Sophia's mother, which is more than can be said for the rest. Okay, what about Nephris' old chambers? In the tower, directions are very simple. Look for stairs up, keep climbing until there aren't any more. Okay, that's simple. I'll tell you what I know, though I'm not sure it'll be useful. It's such a peculiar place, this school. People drawn here always have many facets, but most they hide from public view, and with good reason. Who'd you like to hear about? Okay, what about you? I can't say much for your choice of subject. Get me going on that, and the only reason I'd ever stop blathering would be because we'd both fallen asleep. Let's see. I've been here as long as just about anybody, except Nephris, of course. My research is primarily on self and identity, so that's what I teach. I used to think I knew it all, until I met a certain young lady who made it her mission to prove otherwise during my lessons. Master Jaffe, please, you're embarrassing me. Well, it's true. I've never written a more concise job recommendation in my life as when you applied to be an instructor. I wrote, smarter than me. Next day, she was Mistress Sophia. True story. Okay, Porisset. There is a man dedicated to his craft in a way that most red wizards would only dream of. But don't let that massive shell of his alarm you. He's really quite harmless, even a little shy. He cares only for the shaping and manipulation of souls. He lives it, breathes it, thinks of nothing else. Students call him master out of respect, but he isn't truly an instructor here. He's merely a visiting scholar. I don't know where he hails from. Impossible to tell with his entire being transferred into that clay golem. That's cool. A marvelous innovation. He constantly works through tremendous temperatures, but there isn't a burn to be found on him. That's neat. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. Inaris. Inaris has a reputation for being temperamental with his students. He would rather advance his own research than teach, but there's less prestige in being a researcher, so he stays where he is. To his credit, though, he never seemed to care much for in-house politics, and it seems to me that in recent years he's become more interested in making a connection with his students. Inaris is rather affectionate with the female students. I think teaching is often a secondary pursuit compared to, well, his love of women. Oh my God. Someday we're actually going to have the portrayal of a university or college that doesn't involve male professors falling for female students. Like, it is seriously the biggest trope that you can find. Any academics, they're just sort of like, male professors, female students. It's just like, God almighty. Can you come up with a different line? I'm glad he's making more of an effort now. You won't find a more knowledgeable teacher on the subject of soul transference anywhere else. I could tell you what you already know, I suppose, or I could tell you embarrassing stories about her. Yes, and then I'd have to kill you, both of you, with leeches and acid. I don't want to embarrass her. I trust her to tell me everything at her own pace. Total influence 100. Thank you. You're the first person who hasn't leapt at the chance to gossip about the misadventures of a young Sophia. Okay, what about Nephris? Ah, Nephris. A guarded woman, not unlike her daughter. She kept her business to herself to the very end. I cannot speak to the inner workings of her mind, only that her thoughts always seemed half in a different place, and she never smiled. Still, she always held our respect. I don't know if it was her gift for running this place efficiently, or if it was the sense that she gave you that she understood the forces that drove you better than you ever could. But before Ahriman, there was never any threat to her power here, and in Thay, that's a rare accomplishment. She'll be missed, and the Academy will suffer from her absence. Okay. Alright, I've talked to everybody. I love the fact that on a Monday, when I'm normally would be teaching, instead I'm teaching tomorrow, that what I'm doing, chat, in the game is, wait for it, hanging out at a university. Like, I can't get away from it. I just, I'm like, oh, I'll play a game. They're like, really? Why don't we send you to college? I'm like, look, I thought, didn't I...
There are signs of battle here, but yet the school seems intact.
Come this way.
Lion's Bane ring. Said to have been a ring worn by Kelemvor as he ascended to godhood, this plain band bears almost no identifying marks, but holding it alone gives one an almost palpable sense of comfort and calm. Ooh. And you can wear a ring, although I don't think...
Yes.
Saving throws plus resurrection 15.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
To
Yes.
me, my allies, I shall lead.
Follow me and
I'm
quickly.
going to put this in my bag where I'm putting stuff that I might use later. Okay. Let's take a look. We got that going on. To the instructor's quarters. To the headmistress's tower. All right. Although I will admit that I have not usually had a situation where I've walked on campus and seen a bunch of dead bodies lying around, although knock on wood, it's a pretty terrible thought these days. Oh, okay. Why? Hello? Why can I not? Why am I not able to attack you? Wouldn't let me target it for some reason. Surface of this bizarre contraption is covered in levers and switches, gears, and cogs. Any is likely a way of interfacing with the device is the next. There is a small cavity at its center into which some item might be placed, but the effect of the device on that object is difficult and perhaps frightening to imagine. Found the device in one of the labs, the Academy of Shapers and Biters of Indeterminate Origin and Use. Academy Master's lab it was is nowhere to be found, probably allied with Aramin, so simply asking its creator what it does is probably not an option. Experiment with the device and see if you can find its use. Okay. Okay. Alright, what if I use it on... Okay, how about on a weapon? How about on... maybe a gem? Who's got a gem? Somebody has a gem, right?
Yes.
No?
Follow me and quickly.
Alright, I'm going to have to figure out how to use that as we go along.
Yes.
Club of Submission. Once wielded by the most feared of Thayan's slave masters, the Club of Submission was used to discipline only the most dangerous of slaves. Though often other slavers warned of keeping such a powerful weapon in such close proximity to those it was meant to dominate, it was not until a young slave named Zareen managed to woo it from a careless master's hand, allowing her to slay him with it and escape. The Red Wizards themselves demanded the ownership of the weapon after that, fearing what might have become had Zareen taken the weapon with her, or had attempted to free more slaves with it as well. +8 on hit disease, red ache. On hit fear, 75%. Wow. 75%.
To me, my allies, I shall lead.
Oh man, so many good benefits out of that,
Yes.
though. All right, again, this is
I
another
am
thing that I'm
listening.
going to put for later use, potentially. Oh, wait. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. They were found in the same room, so I thought maybe. Okay, what else? Okay. It's unfortunate. How are we doing? Whoa! We're down to no. That's not good. That's not good. I didn't realize we were that low on arrows. Jeez Louise. That's not good, considering how fast I go through arrows. I need to remember. I've got to remember to get more arrows. Shoot. That's very much not good. I didn't think about that. Alright, well, more arrows are necessary. Aha, Master Anaris. Now, what is the first thing you want to do when extracting a soul? Yes, Ajit. Gag the subject? Can anyone tell me what was wrong with Ajit's suggestion, Bahiri? You have to restrain your subject first, or he'll just remove the gag. Excellent, Bahiri. A subject's only useful when he isn't fleeing. Try to think your answers through, Oji. Well, bless my highborn blood. Class, we have a very special guest here with us today. Would you care to introduce yourself to the class, Master? My name is Arvin Eleron. Ahriman mentioned you might visit our school, but to have a true spirit eater in front of my class, what a treat. You're generous to share your guest with us, Mistress Sophia. As always, it is a deep pleasure to have you in my room. Yes, and thank you for your excellent choice of words with regards to your pleasure. I wonder, would you be willing to show us your spirit-eating technique? I was just lecturing on this subject, but the students would surely benefit more from a live demonstration. There's a tremendous reward in it for you. I'll give you access to some of the Academy's rarest treasures. Wealth is no object to me. There's simply no substitute for hands-on learning. I find it best not to allow myself to be ruled by my hunger. Oh, come now. What kind of talk is that? Think of the children. Think of the children. Class, do you want to see a soul devoured? Yes, let's think about the children. I do. Would you? Devouring a spirit is a horrible, unconscionable act. I will never do it for the amusement of others, now or ever. As you wish. You've deprived yourself of a wonderful opportunity, not just for wealth, but for the joyful experience of educating young people. Cracking the skull of this madman would also be a joyful experience, and a valuable lesson for his students as well. What's up, Burner? It's been a little while, Burner. How you doing, man? May I be of assistance, Spirit Eater? I wanted to ask about Nephris. A terrible casualty for the Academy to lose its headmistress. I don't know what she did to cross Ahriman, but it was a tragic mistake. I have heard that she put up an incredible fight when he and the Academy Masters came for her in her tower, but there was little she could do once Ahriman had consolidated his strength. Oh, that's good, Burner. Do you know what she might have been doing just before she died? I haven't the slightest. A very private person, Nephris. I believe in respecting people's privacy. And frankly, it's been a rarity in recent days to even see her come out of that tower of hers, a captive by her own will. All right, that's all you've got to say. Master Anaris is strict, but I think deep down he just wants to see us succeed. We're expected to be honorable on tests and assignments here, but we don't let that stop us. Oh boy. See why they won't let our slaves take notes for us. Oh god, the Red Wizards. The Red Wizards! Master Anaris keeps looking at me even when I haven't said anything. That's because you're a woman, and he's a sleaze, because we need that professor trope continuing, apparently. I like the idea that no matter how much magic advances, and no matter how advanced we are in the world, there will always be blackboards. In this case, super wide. I actually don't use blackboards anymore. I use whiteboards now. It's all whiteboards. Oh, we got a new bot in already. Hello, bot. Enjoy your 5 seconds of fame before one of the best mods in the business take you out. There you go. Good stuff, Burner.
There is a wealth of knowledge and memories trapped in the souls of this depository. Still.
Some days you'll have holo displays. No, not a smartboard. We have like big TVs though. Like most whiteboards now in most of the classrooms that I teach in, they have like the boards that come together, and then you can, if you just sort of part them, there's a big TV behind it that allows you, and that's hooked into the computer, so you're allowed to do like, video clips if you have like a video conference. That's what I'm going to be using actually when Amal and Max talk to my class. I'm going to be talking about that. Material of this housing bears little commonality with anything you've seen before outside of the Academy of Shapers and Binders, and was almost certainly originally developed there. It's slightly translucent and visibly porous, with a consistency not unlike that of an eggshell. Despite its near weightlessness, its faint inner radiance would seem to indicate that it's not empty. I wonder if that device will do something with it. Yeah, it was funny, when we were ultra-wide blackboards, when we were looking for, when we were first looking for a school for our daughter, we were looking around because we didn't want our daughter to basically, I'm a public school product, but at the time where we were in New York, it was just testing 24/7 and just no. I'm very sad to see that aspect of education. There's way too much of an obsession on testing, as I've talked about many times before on here. So we were looking for, schools not to do that, and we went to a bunch of different places. And by the time we got to the third or fourth one, we were kind of like, they were all like, oh, and here's our smart boards. And we were like, do you have any classrooms without smart boards? Because our feeling has always been that my daughter was going to get plenty of exposure to technology, which has indeed been the case. But what we would really like her to get is exposure to her own brain and mind and her own ability to access those things through writing and many other things, art and all the other stuff she loves to do, without necessarily the imposition of a computer or phone. She only just got her first real phone that's her own phone that she can text with about 3 months ago, when she was 13 and a half or so, a little more than that. And we probably will get her another, like a phone that's like a smartphone, probably when she turns 14. So, like, What's up, Wenchkin? Good to see you, man. Yeah, it really is so much obsession with it, man. It's, as you know, as you know, but okay. Quick save. Let's try it. Does it work? Nothing happens. Okay. What if I go here, put this in here, and pull the lever? The receptacle beside you flares to life, projecting above it a dazzling display of images and forms, too much in flux to single out any in particular. Voices, too, surge and recede, whispers and echoes mostly, but gradually a singular voice rises above the rest. So perfect, and quiet, too. Not fussy. Must have got that from me. Better be careful not to say that out loud with her mom close like this. So quiet. No idea yet what we do here. Not for a while. It only gets worse. Sorry. This is my doing. I brought you into this. Right, that was more or less the same for us, Effect Life, yeah. We actually got it for her because it was going to be easier for her to socialize when she's able to text kids to get together with stuff. But we only did it when we moved up here. She didn't have one in New York. She did, for about a year and a half, she had like one of those watches that you can use that allowed her to contact people. That was sort of a in case of danger thing. You know, that was an emergency situation. She had that for probably a year and a half or so, maybe almost 2 years. And then, so she got that when she was about 11. And that was pretty much all it did. And then she got this phone, which is itself not a smartphone. It allows her to text and call. And I guess it's technically a smartphone, but it's very limited in terms of what it can do on purpose. It's a Nokia. It looks fine. Like, it doesn't look silly, so she doesn't have to feel embarrassed about it, but it is what it is. And then next would be to sort of advance it just slowly. And the older she gets, the easier she is able to handle something like that without being driven by that technology. So stop this. Find a way before it starts, before she can work, before she's quiet. He doesn't know she came out alive. Maybe she didn't. Would he check? It'd be below him to check. How long could we hide her? I wonder if they're talking about Nephris. The light above the receptacle flashes brightly, its images transitioning at an incredible pace. At last they slow, and the voice from before is audible again. Did he hear? Don't move. Stay still. Just wait. Wait. A sound and it'll be the end. The straps. The wall. The lash. No, the noose. He'll have it in for me this time. He hears and she'll pay. That's what you want? Give him time to sleep again. You have all night to get it. So thin without her mom. If I don't get it now, I'll have failed her. Stay patient. Quiet. Interesting. Those are the feelings that the soul had, I suppose? I don't know. You tell me, caretaker. The golem looks in your direction with an empty stare. Who are you? I am caretaker of this depository. My directives are to maintain the quiet, to secure the checking in and out of souls, and to assess late fees with prejudice. My god, it's like a soul library. Oh, yeah? Oh, a sliding Samsung phone. Nice. SGH D9000. Yeah, my first... I mean, I actually, you know... I didn't actually get a phone. I mean, I'm 49, so... I didn't get a phone until 1990... I want to say 1998, because my father, it was not that long after my father had passed away, and I wanted something where I could get in contact with my mom, or my mom could get in contact with me, because I didn't live with her at that point. And so I got myself, I think it was also, I want to say it was a Nokia. It was a big phone, and it was like Cell 1 or something. It was like 30 minutes per month or something, and it was straight up for emergencies. Obviously not a smartphone. And then I think I went from there to some kind of, I think, a Samsung flip phone. Maybe not a flip phone. It was like a bottom thing that you could open to reveal the keys. It was like a blue and gray. And then I had a HTC Tilt, which is the thing that went up and then you could tilt it up. I still miss that phone because it was so much easier to type on. So there was that. And then I think that's when I started getting Galaxy Notes. I got a Galaxy Note 1, then I got a Galaxy Note 3, then I think I got a Galaxy Note 6, or maybe a 5. I might have gotten a 5, and that was the last Galaxy Note I got. And then I got the current phone I have, which is a OnePlus 6. And I'm going to have to get rid of it. And I'm going to have to get rid of it soon. I'm going to have to get rid of it because AT&T doesn't want the OnePlus 6 to have it, which is frankly irritating because I love this phone and I'd rather just hold on to it. But it's, you know, it'll start showing its age, I suppose, at some point. All right, give me 1 second here, folks. I'm just checking something. What is this? So I got notifications that they might have PS5s in stock, and I went over to Walmart to do this, and they have this thing. Probably shouldn't even be buying anything from Walmart anyway. But I have this thing called activate and hold the button. So you press and hold to confirm that you're human. They want people to just press and hold to get... This is absurd. Crazy. Yeah, no, get the hell out of here. I don't need your stupid console that much. Hey, what's up, Thorg? Been a while, Thorg. Good to see you, man. The Nokia Communicator. I don't know that one. And the Proxima, I've heard of the Xiaomi, but I've never heard of those other ones. But I mean, I know that they have a very different system. Obviously, Europe has a bunch of different ones than we do here. So, okay. So, what the heck is this place? You were in the Soul Depository. Within the, you could be a monkey. Exactly. I could be a robot. Robots can press and hold things. Completely busted system. Walmart allegedly has PS5s, but who knows for how long. They supposedly got some stock in at 3 o'clock. It'll probably be gone in like 3 minutes. And I'm certainly not going to sit here and hold a button like an idiot for hours on end just to have the privilege of paying $500 to get a PS5. I was going to use, Patreon funds at some point to get it because I'm obviously going to be streaming from a PS5, but I'm not going to knock myself out for it. So, yeah. Its purpose is the storage, cataloging, and loaning of souls donated by Academy personnel and alumni. Any rules? Visitors are permitted to withdraw a single soul per body. Per party. Those who attempt to leave the premises with more souls than is permitted shall face the depository's defense mechanisms. Any who stand in the depository and do not observe silence are subject to punishment by its defense mechanisms. How do I use the equipment here? Souls may be viewed by placing them in the viewing receptacle and pulling the lever next to it. Let's see. How many souls do I have checked out right now? You have 0 souls currently checked out. I'd like to check out a soul. You may leave with it provided you do not exit with more souls than you were allowed. Okay. Bring it here and set it anywhere in the room. All right. Well. Oh, those are the... Oh, there's another soul housing, I guess. Okay, so first of all, let me go back here. Soul housing number 91. Put that back. Okay. What's the deal with soul housing 127? You're in line? Let me know if you have any success, Hilness. maybe I'll get you, maybe I'll ask if you can get 2 and I'll PayPal you the money and something we can, and I'll pay you for shipping of it or something like that. If it works out, it probably won't. I ended up running into the Woodman Thorg, so that restored my spirit energy to 100. If it gets tedious again, I'm probably going to have to do that. There was one thing I did. I consoled in a command, and it might have been either Karth or maybe Hippophant that helped me with this once, that allowed me to get the spirit energy back up to 100. I think I've done that once so far in the game, so... You briefly saw the order button. This whole thing is nonsense. Oh, man. Okay. He has to know by now. I practically told him. Could have tattooed it on my forehead. Maybe I will when it's done. I'm on the rise, he's on his way out. The Zulkirs have said as much. Just about dared me to do it, prove I have the will to govern. I'll show that and more. I'll give them a demonstration of the kind of rule I mean to have in his place. He will be my first example, my old mentor. My fading father. All right. I'll fly a new banner over my Tharch, crafted with his skin, stitched with his sinew. Okay. Yeah, let me know if anything succeeds, Hilness. So when you see add to cart, I guess you have to like click on it quickly? Is that one of those deals that you have to be like, zip? This is so silly, man. So silly. It's no good. Too wide. I can't close this. Can't hold it together. Stand and I lose my blood all at once. All that time spent looking for wards, elaborate magical traps. He knew I'd miss it. He knew. Right, Thorg? Seriously. I agree. It's way too quick to be able to click. So strange. It's good that you're in line, in quotes. Could I crawl to a healer? Crawl before I bleed dry? No, he'll not have this satisfaction. I'll go out on my terms, on my blade. The end to a brilliant political career. Perhaps he'll slip on the blood and break his blasted neck. Okay. That's nice, but doesn't really help me with anything. Okay, 223. Maybe it does nothing. Maybe I'll pull it and nothing will happen. Big deal for nothing. No need to get worked up. But what if it does do something? Does it look evil? What does an evil lever look like? You're hopeless. You wouldn't know an evil lever if it turned your arm into a serpent. You certainly didn't know the one that sprayed Dranab with poison gas. You didn't know the one that burnt off Shekrat's face, or the one that was rigged to poke that sleeping manticore that ate Prieva. This is a different lever, though. Yeah. Oh, nice. Well, that's awesome, Thorg. Well, happy birthday, first of all. Although, is it not your birthday yet? It's just this week sometime. Happy birthday in advance, and I'm glad to hear that you get some time off. That's good. They shut down for a week. Why? Just because of, like, COVID reasons, or? This is a different lever, though. Different is good. Oh, the 3rd. All right. Well, listen, happy birthday 2 days early. None of them has actually done anything to the person pulling the lever yet. Must be for testing purposes. If you don't pull it and it's something good and someone else gets it, you'll never forgive yourself. Neither would Shekreth, Dranab, and Prieva if they were still here. Their spirits are looking down at you, wishing they could be here to pull the lever with you. Friends, this is for you. Looks like it didn't work out for whoever that was. I guarantee at some point I'm going to have to go back to... Oh my god, there's souls all over the place. Okay, there's those 3. They're going to ask for one of these souls. There's no question about it. Soul housing number 184. But that's useful. At least I know where I am. He hasn't seen them yet. What's up, Critchwitch? You have a page with an estimated wait time. Hey, that's not bad. Maybe. Possibly. That's kind of good-ish. Hillness, is it like counting down in real time? I'm 37. I'm not old. Exactly. Exactly. He hasn't seen them yet. There's still time. I can still forge them, fix them up a bit. Not so far. Well, don't refresh it, whatever you do. I hope that's true that you actually are in. That would be pretty cool if that turned out to be the case. Actually, it went up. What is this? He'll never let me stay. Tops in his class when he was here. That's what he'll say. What he always says. He'll bring up Mother, too. I know. I know she'd be disappointed to see her only daughter failing like she was with everything. Like she was with her privileged life. Like she was with her icy husband and all her lovers. Follow my parents' examples and I'll be dead inside by the time I'm 20. Prominent, wealthy, walking dead. Everything I've always wanted. Let's see what he has to say to that. So far, I don't think I've seen anything that seems important, but knowing all of this means that when someone asks for it, and they 100% will ask for it, when someone does ask for it, I will be able to... I'll be able to help them out. Because I can take one of these out at a time. Such an opportunity, such advancement to be in her company, to know what she does know, what work she does, the forefront, absolute forefront, foundations of the universe comprehended, iron law made pliable in her hands, such hands. I can never disappoint. If I commit to this, to her it must be all of me for she who understands, for she whose soul is wanting as my own. This is insanity. Only a fool would consider it. Is that what I am? Would she even notice? Fool. It's never been done. Never been done. Has she ever attempted anything similar? Or did she ask me without testing? Would she do that? She would. If she needed to, she would. She'd do it for him. Who's he? Did he go through this? Or worse? Nothing is worse. She'd have to see that. Have to notice. I'll die. I'll die for this. It will fail and I'll die in agony like the rest of those poor wretches in that nightmare room. I'll die and this will all be over. Good. Good. Wow. This is pretty grim stuff, although I still don't know what all of it's about, but we're gathering info. So much drama. Oh my god. I feel like I'm there with you, Hillness, as you're doing it. Okay. So we now have all the information that we need. Now that we're in the soul depository. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Oh, we're battling, chat. Clay Golem versus Imiskari Golem. Come to enjoy the festivities? What do you mean by that? A few of our teachers died in the coup, supporters of the headmistress. The supervisor of this Golem lab just so happened to be one of them. A terrible shame. Mistress Rehema was a strong and capable wizard. I'm glad she stood up for my mother, but her death is a loss to the academy. And here we are, with all of these spare golems Nephris brought us, and no instructors to put them to good educational use. Shame, really. Mistress Rehema always said the best way to learn about something was to examine its insides. So I got to thinking we could sure see the insides of these golems faster if we made them smash each other open in single combat. So now we build golems and they destroy each other, and I make money on the side by taking wagers. How do I build a golem? There's a workbench back in the corner there with an extra hammer that's custom made for golem craft. You want to bring a bunch of spare parts over to that table, you could assemble a golem there. A golem requires a head, torso, arms, and legs naturally, but it also needs the essence of a spirit to power it. Put those 5 components together, you've got yourself a golem. Any of the junk around here is fair game if you want to use it, but you might be better off hunting up better golem parts if you want to contend for the championship. Interesting. Information of the headmistress. The former headmistress, you mean? Not much left to find out about. Not much left to find out, except maybe the number of pieces her body burst into when Ahriman wasted her. Wouldn't you agree, former Mistress Sophia? You revolting troll cyst. I'll tear your organs out one by one and petrify your tears as you beg for death. You'll get the same treatment from me and worse if you don't show some respect. Thank you for backing me up. My mother deserves respect even in death. This little wretch out to be shown the wages of a careless word. Hey, easy there. I was just repeating what I heard. You know us kids, we're like sponges when we overhear teacher gossip. Anyway, I wouldn't know anything else about it. It all happened in the tower. We're not allowed up there. What I do know about is making money, and I bet I could make some for you. Interested? All right. All right. So we have to build a golem, huh? Let's see what we got.
Yes.
Construct girdle. Designed to mimic the power and resilience of the most well-crafted golem, this belt grants the wearer tremendous strength and resistance to strikes on even the most critical areas. Unfortunately, this item also has the tendency to duplicate a golem's weaknesses as well, slowing the user down a great deal and making their skin brittle, rock-like, and more vulnerable to certain types of attacks. -6 dex, 50% bludgeoning, vulnerability, strength plus 12, immunity to paralysis, immunity to sneak attack. Wow. Strength plus 12.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't use it. I figured
Yes.
I couldn't. Oh, yeah? Hey, Thorg, did you see in the music channel of the Discord, did you note that that Porcupine Tree announced a new album coming out next year? Their first one in 12 years. Yep, and the song that they released that's off of the album is good. Very classic Porcupine Tree. Head, arms, leg, a torso. Okay, so we've got a head, arms. Wait, no, don't we have golem legs? I know we have golem legs. We have shocking golem arms. Those are even better. Ha-ha! Okay. Do we have golem legs? Yes, we do. Okay, okay. We've got arms, legs, a head. We need a torso. Where am I going to get a torso? Right there. No, not right there. Come on, man. I need torso. Hi. Can I have one of your torsos? No? This is so much fun. I wish our instructor died in a coup every day. Come on, I need a golem. I need a torso. Because the spirit essence I can get from the depository, so I just need... Page is still reloading over and over. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. I don't suppose... Okay, wait. Let me save it. Does this thing do anything? Nothing happens, okay. I just need a torso. Do we think that torso actually means a belt? Probably not, right? Because it looks to me like I should just be able to pick up a torso right here. It's right there. Okay. The page is still reloading. So maybe we ah, ha, ha. Ask and you shall receive. So maybe we still have a shot. Golem legs. I need a torso. Torso! Ha ha! All right. Now we're cooking with gas. All right, so we got a torso. All right, we have shocking arms, swift legs. We need a torso and a head, so we got that. So all we need now is we just need the soul essence. So we need the best possible soul essence. We need the best possible spirit essence. I'm gonna scroll up here and see if I can see these souls, so I don't have to like take all of them. I'm gonna open this up here just so I can see. Okay. Let's see. Before she can work, how long can we hide her? Stay patient, quiet. So that's like a rogue soul. This is, let's see. This one here is, I'm on the rise. I have the will to govern. First example, my fading father. Crawl to a healer. And to a political, blah, 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 blah. So this guy's a possibility. So that's 127. Then we've got 223. This guy's dumb. Then we've got follow my parents' examples. Haven't seen them, no. Okay, so that's the one that we want, I think, is 127. Okay. So 127. I don't remember which one that is, though. Oh, there it is. First try. Okay. I can take one out. I'm allowed to take one out at a time. We're going to save this just in case. Think positively, Hilness. Think positively. Okay. So we put in there our golem head. We put in there our golem torso. We put in the shocking golem arms. We put in there the swift golem legs. And we put in there the soul, the swift housing. Activate the item. Click on a golem crafting station. All right. Here we go. What the heck? Oh, wait. Maybe I misunderstood this. A spirit essence. Okay. That's my bad. Sorry about that. Let me just bring that soul back. I don't actually need a soul. I need an essence. I misunderstood that a little bit. My fault. I was all feeling clever about myself, and turns out not so much. Let's try that again. So, essence. I happen to have a pristine essence.
Yes.
Air volatile. Pristine fire. All right, let's go with air.
Yes.
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 Okay. Now, we save this. And they're not available on the phone and the page can't be found now? Yeah. It was worth a try, Hilness. What? The heck? We have a head, we have a torso, we have arms, we have legs. And then we have an air essence. Am I missing something? Isn't this a spirit essence?
Yes.
Does it require like a... Oh, okay, I'm dumb. Actually a spirit essence. All right. Okay, actually a spirit essence. Well, I have brilliant. I don't have pristine.
Yes.
All right. Brilliant. Let's see how well this does. Aha! Is there anything you can do to make this golem more effective? Certainly. Some of the enchantments I use to animate Kaji might work on this golem. Give me a moment and I'll see what I can do. All finished. The golem should be a little more resilient now. Okay, speaking of that,
Yes.
we should summon Kaji. Okay. Alright, chat. So now the question is... I'm going to save this as... It was interesting drama. Someday. Okay, now we have to name our golem. Alright. Alright, the name of our golem is... Alright, I am naming this after Hilness in honor of the work Hilness just did. His name is Sunle. Sunle Clay. There we go. Alright, Sunle. Let's put you in there. I have a golem and I want to compete. Glad to hear it, friend. Let me think about who I can match you up with. You'll have to start from the bottom. It means we'll be up against Hollow Hamadi. Not a very powerful golem, but it can take a punch or two. Entry fee is 2,000 gold. A win nets you an additional 2,000. You ready to fight? Let's do it. Let's go, Sunlit Clay. Do it, Sunlit. Yes. Nice job, Sunlit. Good start. Good work, Sunlit. All right, first start. Sunlit is the winner. Okay. All right, Artesh. Look who's back. Want to collect my winnings? Can't tell you sorry I'm to hear that. You're on your way up, so let's get you a more worthy opponent. The bearded assassin should be an excellent match for you. Quick and deadly. Hope your golem's accurate with its strikes or it's done for. All right, 5,000 gold. Let's do it. All right, Sunle. That's not a good start, Sunle. Get up! Barely injured, uninjured. Come on, Sunle. Sunle, Sunle, Sunle. Injured. All right, keep it up, Sunle. Let's go, Sunle. Let's go, Sunle. I love that the universe is at stake, and this is what I'm spending my time on. Keep it up. Badly wounded. Yeah, exactly. Come on, Sunle. Badly wounded. You can do it. Near death. All right, you almost got the bearded assassin, Sunle. He's barely injured. Yes, good job, Sunle. Well done, Sunle. You win again. Let's collect our winnings. All right, now he's barely injured. I don't know if I have to repair him yet. I guess I probably could. How do I repair him? Should work perfectly now. Good, he's uninjured. All right, Artesh. You haven't fought Porisset Jr. yet, I see. No relation to Master Porisset. The girl who built it just thought it'd be funny. Porisset Jr. hits hard. Better make sure your golem can take it. Costs 8,000 gold. How about it? Wow, all right. Let's go. Let's go, Sunle. Uh-oh, barely injured. Barely injured. Barely injured versus barely injured. Wonder if I'm allowed to buff my golem. Injured. Injured versus barely injured. That's a good sign. You can do it, Sunle. Oh, he's injured too. All right. Come on, Sunle. Let's make this happen. Gonna fly now. Badly wounded versus injured. Come on, Sunle. I'm like clicking back and forth to see. Near death. Near death. Come on, Sunle. Yes. Sunle wins again. Sunle is the greatest of all golems that I put together. Okay, can you repair him? He's uninjured. All right. Now, that fight was a little harder, so I don't know. We're getting up into the big leagues here. I'm not sure. You know you did well that last fight. People are taking notice. The builder of Deathblade challenged you, in fact, if you're up for it. Deathblade's a real nasty customer, some exotic killing machine from some ancient empire. His owner dips that blade of his in acid before every fight. Punches through most golems like they were tin. Okay, cost is 10,000. All right, we gotta buff this guy.
Yes.
All right.
Lori Conforus.
There's aid. Less.
Lori Conforus.
Can't cast Entropic Shield. How about Shield of Faith?
X.
If he gets to put poison on his
Yes.
on his thing, my feeling is I get to do that too. All right, magic weapon on you. Resistance on you. Magic weapon. Okay.
Come this way.
Shape change. No, not etherealness. Oh, is that caster only? Yeah. All right, so that's not going to work. Stone skin. Okay, stone skin. Greater magic weapon. Yes, please. All right, we got that going on. We got haste going on. Spider skin. Fox's cunning. Okay. All right, let's start the fight.
Yes.
All right, come on, Sunlit. Barely injured. Deathblade injured already. Wow, that thing looks nasty. Come on, Sunlit. Nice with the knockdown. Let's go. Come on, Sunlit. Take out Deathblade. Badly wounded. All right, good, good, good. Keep it up. Near death. Deathblade is near death. Hey, look, I only did it because they buffed them. Sunlit wins again. The victory of Sunlit. Okay, okay. We got to be getting to the final countdown here. Okay. Yeah, I know. I wonder the same thing, Hilness. Okay. Only one golem you haven't beaten yet. That's the maiden. It's the only golem you haven't beaten that hasn't been obliterated by the maiden. Don't have any advice on this one, except if you want to make money in this, you should probably bet on the maiden. Not that I'd take it. The maiden's a real mean customer. Almost turned on her owner, even. Took a lot of conditioning with some pretty severe electricity spells to get her back in line. Will cost 25,000 gold to enter. Ready? Let's make it more interesting. How about a side bet? I want your soul. God almighty. How about 100,000 gold? Deal. Easiest money I ever made. Ready for the fight? Let's go! Oh my god. I can't even... It's so big I can't even see what's happening to it. There we go. Uninjured. Come on! Come on, Sunlit! What's up, T-Bank? Come on, Sunlit. Barely injured. Okay, he's been hit. He can be hit. If he bleeds, he can die. All right. Yeah, I was like, no. I'm like, who's not going to do that? Two thumbs this guy. Barely injured. Ah, now Sunlit has been hit. This is tough. This thing is huge. Look at this thing. Injured. Whoa, what just happened? What just happened? Well, I don't understand. What just happened? Did it... What? Did it just obliterate my golem from half health? Not even half health? What? What the f... I don't...
Yes?
Oh, damn it. It looked scripted, but like it didn't give me any other extra benefits there. I wonder if you
Yes?
can still... That's premonition. I still don't understand what happened there. Because it didn't even give me any information here. It was just like, well, nope, that's over. I'm like, what? I mean, it's over.
Yes.
Barely injured. He's still uninjured. Barely injured. Uninjured. Yeah, it just like went away. I'm just like, what just happened? Okay, he's injured. Okay, now I want to save this just in case. All right. Keep at it. Injured. Because, yeah, what you said, Wenchkin, about the shock arms is exactly what I was thinking, too. I mean, I don't have a pristine essence, in fairness, spirit. I had a brilliant essence, which is the level below that. I just didn't have... I mean, I don't have it yet. Okay, so he's barely injured now, and the maiden is injured. Okay, still injured. Still barely injured. He's injured. Barely injured versus injured. It would be nice if it was actually giving stats, but it's not. You just have to look at it here to see what, like, condition they're in. Normally, when I'm in a fight, I can see stats about, like, I inflicted such and so damage, and I took this damage. Okay, now they're both injured. Badly wounded. Oh, crap. I wonder if... No, can't talk to him right now. I guess that makes sense. I want to be like, hey, can I repair you? I may need to rebuff him. Okay, they're both badly wounded now. Let me save this again. Okay. Badly wounded, badly wounded. Sorry about this highlighting, folks, but it's the only way that I can see, like, what damage is being done to each of them. Badly wounded, badly wounded. Still badly wounded. And the animations are not particularly great at letting you know if they're hitting or not, which is why I have to keep doing this. Because it's not showing the stats down there. Near death. Okay, hold on, hold on. Arv. Okay, the maiden's near death. Hold the line, Sunla. Hold the line. You can do it. You can do it. Come on, Sunla. Channel the power of Hillness. This is all of you, Hillness, in a golem form, so I hope that you can pull it together here. Come on, Sunla. Near death. Come on. Okay. Near death. Come on, Sunla. The pressure. Yes, indeed, Thorg. Come on, Sunla. God, it's gotta be close. Oop. Didn't mean to open up the console. Arv almost there. Okay. Resume. You can do it. Take out the maiden. Come on, Sunla. What's up, big boss? Welcome to a fight between Hillness as a golem versus another big golem called the Maiden. Here we go, Sunla. Here we go. Sunla. Sunla. Yes! Sunla wins! Victory for Sunla! Victory for Sunla! 250,000 gold! Victory for Sunla! Good job, Sunla. All right. That's unfortunate, friend, because you already beat all the other golems. Too bad you can't put your golem out to stud. That'll be an interesting senior project. Can I take my golem with me? Can you just join me? Victory for my bank account. You got that right. We're up to 468,000 gold. Actually, we're not all that far now. Now that I think of it, we're not all that far from that ridiculous katana that was like 500,000 something. Man, that would be pretty sweet. All right, we did it, people. Okay, we're going to save that under Arv continuing. Then I'm going to delete all these because Arv's super unsure, very unsure. Okay. Well, that gave us a lot of money. I kind of wish it gave us some other things. I also wish I could take this golem with me because Sunla could be very useful. But very cool. A good way to use up time while the world is in big trouble. Those are going to be enemies. Let me go down this way and address this issue first. Oh, right. That was the Golem room. Right. Okay. Let's come back this way. That was awesome. Good job, Sunlit. Way to go, Hilness. Ah. Master Atabe. You're disrupting class. Either take your seat or get out. Can't wait to get to the Golem lab. It's so much better now that the teacher is dead. Good God, the red wizards are so annoying. I don't understand any of this. Stop looking at my notes. This class was larger before the Nephris loyalist had to be culled. Forced social distancing, I see. Okay. All right, we got a fight coming up in here.
Yo.
Okay.
Yes.
Somebody attack it.
Dona partout.
There we go. Ah, these students are not getting the job done. There's a lot of gold to be found here, because the ones that I'm looting are basically with a bunch of this gold as we go along. And see, chat, if I just want to make a note, okay, for all the people who are like, oh, you RPG hoarders. I have had those shocking arms and those golem legs for a while, and if I had not had them, chat, I would not have been able to have the triumph that we just had with Sunlit. So Sunlit Clay, thanks again to Wenchkin and to Hilness for Wenchkin for the name and Hilness for the last name and Hilness for the for the essence of Hilness that inspired it. Without that, I mean, we wouldn't have anything. We wouldn't have been able to win that fight.
This charming mess is the workshop of Master Porisset. He animates golems of wood and clay. One wonders why he can't build a golem to clean this place.
Ah, yes. Hello, Master Porisset. This is the one who transferred his essence into a golem. Oh, hello. Hello, Master Porisset. It's a pleasure to see you again. It is good to see you also, Mistress Sophia. Are you well? Not exactly. My mother's absence and Ahriman's takeover of the academy. Coming home has not been as joyous as I would have hoped. Oh, I'm sorry. I had forgotten. My work occupies my mind so. I would expect nothing less from you than an unfailing devotion to your studies. I'm very pleased to see you alive. Do you need something from me? Trying to find out what Nephris was doing before she died. The headmistress? When I see her, she's always working. She does many experiments, mostly in her tower, but some down here. She has that one with the mephits around the corner. Have you seen it? No. I find it fascinating. You should look if you're interested in souls. It's on the left as you exit my study here. It overlaps a little with my work. If it works, she'll be the first person to rejoin a soul that has been split. What else was she doing? I've seen her in the instructor's quarters from time to time. It's usually when class is in session. She doesn't live there. I think she just has more experiments there and needs the space. What kind of experiments? We have similar interests. She approaches them differently, but she heard of my work and arranged for me to work here so we might share ideas. When we talk, it's about altering souls, splitting them, reassembling them, moving them, replicating them. Most of what we try hasn't been done. She works in her tower mostly, so I don't know about her progress. Usually she just drops by to compare notes. You don't sound like a normal golem. I'm not one. Well, not really. My mind and soul were transferred to this body. I wanted to be able to work with heat but still use my hands. Clay can take a lot of heat. What do you do here? Huh? Oh, I work. Sometimes they ask me to teach, but mostly I study. My background is in crafting. I want to apply it to souls. Most of my work fails, but there have been breakthroughs, so they let me stay. Okay, that's fascinating. Forge. What do we got here? The Alchemist Workbench, yes. Aha. What is this gauntlet?
Yes.
Grips of Gond. These pair of gloves once belonged to Ral Al-Jake, a masterful craftsman. Raj was so in tune with the art that it impressed Gond himself. After his death, Ra's masterful skill was then passed on to his gloves with the help of Gond's blessing. Skill bonus, craft alchemy, armor, trap, and weapon plus 12. Okay. That is actually very interesting and potentially useful. So we will put this in here just as we have the other items which I used to great effect. To be clear. All right. Okay. Didn't give me a lot of information, though, beyond that. We're going to check this out. If I can I? No, I'm just not allowed to go in there? Okay. Interesting. I'm going to come down here. Actually, no. I'll go here first. Cell kit. Oh, and we got another soul housing. Interesting. All right, who are you? No. This can't be right. Where did I lose it? What are you working on? I'm trying to solve this challenge problem that Headmistress Nephris left open to all of us. It's theoretically impossible, but she says she managed to do it herself. Why are you working on an impossible task? It's what we do here. Nephris taught us that a critical mind puts us above the laws of men and gods. She used to say that laws are formed by the arrogant and presumptuous, and our work here is a message to them that such arrogance will always be questioned by those with minds and wills of their own. So to answer your question, it's only an impossible problem until I find the answer. You aware that Nephris is dead? I am, and I'm very disappointed. I'd hoped to study more closely with her, but that's business in Thay. You'll get used to it. Meanwhile, now that she's gone, if I can solve this problem, I'd be the only person in the whole school to get it. What's the problem? Gonna give it a try, huh? Well, I can't say I like your odds, but they're probably as good as anybody's. Except me, I'm way ahead. The problem is this. Mephits as a species tend to move and intermix chaotically. If you had a room of fire mephits next to a room of ice mephits with an open door between them, in time they would distribute themselves evenly. Okay? Both rooms would have equal numbers of ice and fire mephits. The natural flow of their movements is always from order to disorder. The problem is to do the reverse, to resegregate the two rooms such that one has only ice mephits and one has only fire mephits. Okay? How am I supposed to do that? Naturally, they're uncooperative. Nephis claims to have done it simply by opening the door between the rooms at the proper times. When it opens, the nearest mephit to the door on either side will switch places. I'm still working out my strategy on paper, given the rate and direction each mephit tends to move. I feel like the answer is just beyond my reach. Okay, so what happens when the problem is solved? Well, there's the prestige, of course, that goes without saying, but Headmistress Nephris developed a way to harness the pent-up energy that the solution state creates. In this room are 4 fragments of a soul that Nephris split apart long ago as part of an experiment. A soul can be split, but it cannot be restored by fusing the resulting fragments. One direction, like the mephits. It was the Headmistress's hope that she could funnel the energy from the one impossibility into the other. That is, in undoing the flow of the mephits, she might be able to undo the splitting of the soul. This feels very Doctor Who. It's all rather timey-wimey, hand-waving a bit. I don't know if she ever got it to work, but I've heard they devoted decades to the research. Seems shaky to me, but that was never an obstacle for the Headmistress. How do I operate the experiment? Oh, that's the easy part. All you need to do is pull a lever. That will open and shut the door, allowing exactly one mephit through from either side. Right, I think I'll give it a try. Interesting. All right, Chad, I hope you got your thinking caps on.
They can be ornery and ill-tempered, but I find methods rather endearing. There is honesty in their unpleasant demeanors.
Okay, so we've got... Right now, we have 4 ice mephits and 2 fire mephits, right? We've got 2 fire over there, so... Alright, so we've got 3 fire, 3 ice. 4 fire, or 4 ice, 2 fire. Right. Huh? Okay, so there's... The heck? How do I... Not sure what the benefit of destroying this is. Ooh, wait a second. I think I killed one of them? Oh, wait a second. Okay, so I've got 3 ice. Now I just need to get rid of 3 fire. No, I've got 3 or 4. I've got 3 ice. I don't know that this is right. This feels like something's very wrong about this. Okay. So...
This.
Oh, that was Kaji. I got so confused. I'm like, what the heck? Okay. Okay, so there are 2 ice left. Okay. Okay. So they're all dead. Equal number. Success. I solved it. But there's equal numbers. Look, there's 0 at each side. So I wonder if now that I've done this... It appears that I did this wrong. Right, Valerian? You know what I'm saying? 0 is 0. 0 equals 0. Oh, wait. No, this is the way to do it. This is the way to do it. Okay, because they disappear, right? Okay, there's 2 ice method corpses. So we go over here. We just need 2 fire method corpses. 1 more. Okay, equal. They did not specify the methods need to be alive. There's 2 on either side. See? It works. Perfect. It's equal. 2 dead methods and 2 dead methods. Give me the prize. Man. Come on now. Oh, fine. Man, I was so excited. I'm like, haha, I got it. All right, let me save this as Arv. Arv with methods.
They can be ornery and ill-tempered, There's honesty in their unpleasant demeanors.
What if I just hit this? Sorry. Didn't mean to hit you for that much damage. Okay, right. Four and 2. Okay, let's see. So, if I go in here... Alright, I close this again. Right. Now... Okay, 3 ice methods. Now I need to get rid of... Oh, the problem is I can't do that because... Shoot. That doesn't work. Because I was thinking, I was like, okay... No, this doesn't work. But it's got to be something with that. It's got to be something with that. Because the thing is, it doesn't look like it's reversible. It looks like when you first get in there, it's not reversible. So...
They can be ornery and ill-tempered, but I find methods rather endearing. There's honesty in their unpleasant demeanors.
How do I... No, I can't attack them. So how do I get rid of... So, okay, let me just be clear. One contains only ice and one contains fire. Because why would they have the obelisk there doing that if it wasn't supposed to work this way?
I am listening.
There's got to be some way to... I don't know. Goku, could you get your bare butt out of there, please? Okay. There's 4 ice and 2 fire. Okay. And then I do this, and then I hit that. Stop. Oh, God, Oku, drive me nuts. Okay. So now that I did that... Alright, there's 3 fire, 2 ice on this side. And there's 4 fire, 1 ice on that side. No. Oh! No, wait. Are you... That's Kajit. I've got 1 of each. 1 fire, 1 ice. But it's equal. They're both alive. Here, let me get rid of all these. Okay. Let me go through here. Here, here, here. Okay, there's one of each. There's one of each. We got one ice, and we got one fire. That should be victory. 1 equals 1. Exactly, Valerian. Damn it. Okay, so I guess I don't understand what the point is of having those obelisks be attackable if that's not what you're supposed to do with this. This thing I don't get. I mean, like, what if I zap this? Oh. This is exactly what you're supposed to do. I didn't realize that. Okay. This is exactly what you're supposed to do. And it's so Red Wizard of Thayish. I can't stand it. This is exactly what you're supposed to do. Look at this. Although, wait. Yeah. And if this doesn't work, then it's the other way. Okay. Got it. Got it. Hell yes. Hell yes. Yes, indeed. I got me the fragmented soul, split and then melded back together. The latter is a result of your success with the method experiment. However, dimly through the housing, you can see several discrete sources of light where you would expect one continuous source. As with the methods, restoring a meaningful order to a set of objects whose connection and coherence has been completely severed seems to defy some natural physical law and may be preordained for failure. But I can use it in the depository. Feeling awfully smug at the moment, chat. How in the name of Sastan did you do that? That was incredible. It's a shame about the soul, though. It looks like it almost totally fused together, but not quite. You could still kind of see the individual fragments. You'll be the envy of every student in the academy when word gets out, which means you'll almost certainly be killed. Good luck with that. Yeah, 416. Thank you, Triffid. I'm doing that in just a moment. I just want to check one thing here, and then we'll stop for the day. Nothing happens. Okay. I'm so proud of myself. Part of it, honestly, part of it was just like, well, this is incredibly evil, and that's, you know, I mean, not that Mephits, look, Mephits are evil themselves, so it's not really like that big a deal, but yeah, like it's such a Red Wizards thing to do. Okay. Not sure if this will work at all, but it's worth a try, right? The voice is nearly impossible to understand. Everything it says is heavily garbled in one way or another. Perhaps physical deterioration has made it unreadable. Okay. Right. So I'm going to need to do more work with that. Oh, man. It's so... The Red Wizards are so creepy. It's pretty funny. In a sort of, like, comically bad sort of way. Oh, you know who could... I know who could forge it together. What am I doing, chat? We know exactly who could forge it together. The guy we talked to who has like a soul forge. This dude. Can you fix a soul for me? Yes, and I solved it. It did, but not perfectly. Don't experiment suffer the same problem. I thought her method had promise. Oh, shoot. Man. I thought that might be it. What about the cauldron? Can I put in the cauldron? No. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Cobbler of Souls. That's what I thought. All right, I'll have to go back to that. Either way, though, we made some serious progress. I like that it doesn't even comment on the method that I used for it. They're like, okay. They're like, I guess you did that. So that means there's this one room, basically to clear, essentially. And then up there is the headmistress's tower. But this was all important because I needed this information before I went to the headmistress's tower. And actually... Golem Laboratory. Right, the headmistress's tower. Right. Yeah. So, okay. Let me just double check here. What about that? Can you duplicate a soul? Excuse me, I'm in the middle of a lesson. I'm here for the prestige. I'm trying to listen here. Mistress or Zuzo always gives us a lot to think about. Slaves aren't allowed in here. Good thing I'm not a slave. Punk. Punk? Probably can't open that, but it's worth trying. Okay. Oh my god, look at this, chat. That can't be right. I have a plus 45 to hit. Plus 45. That can't be right. That's impressive. Most impressive. What's up, Sparkly? It's going very well. It's going very well. We just solved an experiment that no one else had solved by basically thinking the way the Red Wizards do, which I'll tell you right now is a little bit of an unpleasant concept. And now we have the headmistress, that headmistress tower that we have to deal with. So I'm just going to go back there. I'm going to save it in front of that. Ooh, wait, there's one more. Hold on. Hold the phone. How you been, Sparkly? Here we go again. There's some of these students that I can't target, and I don't know why. Okay. The students attacking their obvious superiors. We also had a little golem recruitment battle. That was cool. Oh, weighted golem arms. Interesting. +3, +5 damage. Neat. But I didn't need to do that because of the shocking arms that I had. Wow, that's cool. I hadn't thought about the possibility that I could find elsewhere other parts. Just sort of roundabout places. Okay. Now we've opened that up. Still think it's weird that I can't find place over here. Go Sunlit! Sunlit Clay, the great fighter. Yeah, I can't get in there. Yeah, no, this has been interesting, actually. It's been kind of a neat little place. Okay, good. There we are. And we're going to save that. And quick save it. All right. Good stuff, chat. I am excited. We've got more of this to do, but we're almost through the wizard, that area. Then we do the headmistress tower. We need to figure out what she was doing so we can figure out how to talk to the dead god, which has put this curse upon us. So we can figure out how to get rid of that curse. So that's part of the plan. On the PlayStation website, I'll double check on that, Hilness. Yeah, I will double check on that. Almost 98 hours. Very, very cool. But that, my dear friends, is going to do it for us for today over on this channel. Reminder, of course, I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow as I would be normally because I'm going to be teaching tomorrow. Normally I'd be teaching today, but that's going to happen tomorrow now. Just for this week. Then I'll be back to my normal Tuesday schedule next week. For those of you who missed it, please check the VOD for earlier on. I made some announcements about new schedule stuff that's going to be happening, new events happening in November, which are going to be pretty cool. But today at 5 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be over at GOGCOM. This is starting an hour later to accommodate the different time zone switch because of daylight savings. Europe does it a week earlier than America does. So just for this week only, I'm going to be over there at 5 p.m. Eastern. Then next week, I'll be back to my usual Tuesday and 4 p.m. Eastern slot because we will all be on the same time zone at that point. But I'm going to be over there in a little bit playing some Solasta, and that's going to be episode 300 of Pen and Pixels, which is kind of a big deal, big milestone for me. So I'm very excited to be able to celebrate it with all of the folks on GOG and, of course, with all of you. So I'm looking forward to that. So make sure you join me over there in about 35 minutes. Otherwise, I want to thank everyone who made this an awesome stream. As a reminder, don't forget to check out my YouTube, !ArvTube. Please sub to me over there. Discord is !ArvCord. That's the Discord channel where you can hang out with the Arvanauts in between streams. !ArvTweets is my Twitter. My website, arvaneleron.com. Financially, !ArvShop supports the channel, as does the Patreon, !ArvTreon. And of course, the subbing to the channel really helps as well, allows you to get those custom sub badges and emotes, and all of that is also really helpful. So thank you if you've done that. If not, please consider doing so. On the publishing side, !Icarus is my Icarus graphic novel. !Library, Tales and Tomes, The Forbidden Library, my 5e adventure and sourcebook. And ! 5e sourcebook, yes. And then !Grayshade KS is my Grayshade Kickstarter for more details about my Kickstarter, which is coming soon. And as always, !BLM, Black Lives Matter, very important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. And !Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention, very important to reach out to others when you need help and to reach out to others when they need help as well. On Friday, I will be back at my normal time, 9 p.m. Eastern, playing some more of this game, both Friday and Saturday, more Neverwinter Nights 2, Mask of the Betrayer to come. I'm also going to be on Friday doing some stuff with World Fantasy. I've got a couple of panels that are geared up for that day, and then I've got a reading on Sunday. So for those panels coming up on Friday, which is very exciting, please, if you have registered, you'll be able to attend those. I'm going to be doing one called Imagineering the Fantastic. I'm going to be on a panel with Brandon, and then there's a panel about the moral business of... wait a second. Let me get the actual title right, because there have been so many changes going through. Yes, the Moral Dilemma panel for World Fantasy. That should be a good time as well. So definitely feel free to stop by if you are registered for that and check it out. And then again, I'll be back on this channel, as I say, at 9 p.m. Eastern for some Neverwinter Nights 2. But that's going to do it for me for now. As I say, I'll see you folks in about a half hour for some GOG.com, some Pen and Pixels, episode 300, and Solasta. Thank you to my wonderful mods today. Thank you to Hilness, not only for being great great, but also for contributing a golem. Long live Sunhill Clay. Sunhill Clay. Thank you, as always, to Triffity Mats as well, of course. Thank you so much to both of you. Thank you to my wonderful subscribers and Patreon supporters, Hillness, Triffid, Effect Life, Wenchkin. Thank you so much to my wonderful viewers as well, Big Boss, Bunny Rabbit, Crit Twitch, Def, Arendt, Fennyfic, Josiah Firesnake. What's up, Josiah? Candamar, Lana Ray, Lily Red Wolf, Nonstop, who is a sub. I don't know why it doesn't show up there. Sparkly Wallflower, and TNS Mephiston. Thank you all so very much for being awesome. And I will see you lovely folks on GogCom in just about a half hour, and then back here on Friday with some more Neverwinter Nights 2. Until then, everyone, be good to each other, and I'll catch y'all soon. Bye for now. Honk.